Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. It is the 1st of March. What is it? A pinch and a punch for the first of the month, huh? Um, I thought I would come hang out with a little bit of King's Quest 6 tonight. It has been a while since we played part 1 of King's Quest 6. I was having a little bit of issues with King's Quest crashing when I loaded it, so I didn't feel like it was quite stable enough for me to come back and give it another go. But I think I have that sorted out now. Um, yeah, sorry about that. I think I have that sorted out now. I actually, in the process, found a way to get the Windows version instead of the DOS version. So the graphics, I first played this game back in DOS, so I'm used to the DOS portraits and the way that it looked in DOS. But they have a Windows version that is kind of the enhanced version, and they changed the portraits for the characters. So depending on what we all like, I can switch it back to the old DOS version. Or we can stick with this one. I kind of like this one. It's interesting looking to me because it's new. But I figured we would give this a go. Even the icons in here look a little different. But where we left off, we had just gotten... That's a little bit loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for you guys. We had just gotten our magic map, and we had gone to was it the Isle of... Where did we go?
Alexander.
I can't use it. Can I use it?
The magic...
Nah. We had gone to this island over here on the left. Wonder, maybe? And I want to go to the top one. I want to go look at some of the others. But I wanted to come back and look around a little bit. Oh. Alright. So, let's see what that was. We got that rabbit's foot from the ferryman.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
Cool. So we've got some ink. Part of my issue that I was having was I was running it in DOSBox, which... whatever. And it kept crashing. And so now I'm running it in Scum, and it seems to work a lot better, and it seems a lot more stable. So I thought I would come hang out and do a little King's Quest 6 and see how far we get tonight.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Sacred Mountain. That was the one. Yeah, that one. So we have the Isle of Wonder, which we went to. We helped the little clam that was on the shore fall asleep. They had a mouth ache because they had a pearl in their mouth, so we have a pearl now. And we left because the gnome, the guardians of that island, had come out and were wanting me to do the test, and I don't have all the items to complete that test. So, yeah, so I left. And now we're going to head off to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Which I am not able to do that. I know I'm not able to really do a lot of these just yet, because I just started. But I'm not going to mess with that right now.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor. For a moment, he can smell nothing else.
Ew. It looks kind of creepy, too.
Alexander takes the feather.
But yeah, if any of you have played any of the King's Quest games, what was your favorite King's Quest game? And who is your favorite royal family member?
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
I don't know that I can do much here, but I thought I would go look at it and see. I don't remember a lot of this. I remember some of it, but I really don't remember a lot of this. This is very, yeah. That will burn the heck out of Alexander. He can't go through that.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
So see, he's asleep now. Let's see. I think I have the things that I need. I don't remember all the things I need for these guys. So we're going to save with my wonderful...
Alexander hears someone coming.
I used to like these guys a lot.
5 fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue,
Oh, they look
and
really
eyes.
weird.
Its nature cannot be disguised. If mad it be, then mad it dies.
I like it. I feel like they should look really
O
weird.
control, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Alright, so he's got a big old nose, so let's put the
Alexander
flower.
holds the flower of
Right in
stench
his face.
out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Tom Trow I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more.
Ew!
Listen, hark you, Grovelor. Do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
Alright, so he's going to listen. So let's try...
Alexander winds the tin nightingale
The little
and plays it
birds.
for the gnome with the monumental ears.
Hope he doesn't hear that clicking as we crank it.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me.
Definitely not.
That we might know whether friend or whether foe.
They're bow. Ew, look at that tongue. Here, take
Alexander
this.
holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Ew.
Grumflump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat.
Look at
No
the size of
danger
his
is this
mouth.
one so sweet.
Oh.
Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
Yeah. Oh, that would be the rabbit foot.
Alexander holds the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
Boink, boink.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet.
Old Bill Batter, never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter. Look you now
Never
and
fatter.
end this chatter.
Okay, so he's gonna look at me. I think it's this.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
Yes.
By all that's beauteous, fair, and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
Yay!
Alexander did it. He's fooled the guards.
Okay, so we made it past the gnomes. I remember this music. Yeah, I remember this music. Okay, so look at the creepy bug.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous.
Arachnid.
Oh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Ugh. 'Cause she's a
thank
Black
you,
Widow.
I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a an honor to have me as a bride.
Freudian slip.
Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat!
I don't love a spider,
I
sorry.
mean, the loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages.
Creepy bug. Arachnid.
Hey, don't touch that thread!
Ooh, she doesn't sound nearly as nice.
Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
Love.
The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it said well enough.
Alright. So that bookshop dude said that he would give us that other book for rare books.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No owner? All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
Let's see.
Puppies.
Do you have an itinerant clause?
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see. A marsh pig that does Texas?
No.
No.
I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
Exactly, like, how could we go without having those? Alright. So, I guess I'll come back to this later. Up here. Rude caterpillar.
Milkweed thrives near the mucky swamp. Small bottles filled with milk grow on it like fruit. Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush.
Nice. Oh.
Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
Sorry. There's something else here, but
Unless Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears. Vines of sweet ripening tomatoes climb up little wooden posts.
I remember this guy.
Alexander takes a close look at the tomato on the ground.
Which probably means he's annoying.
It appears to be darker than those on the vines.
What are you staring at there, boy? Go away, you rootless thing, you! Yeah.
Yep, that tomato is definitely rotten.
It's a rotten tomato. Can I take him?
Hey, what do you think you're doing there? Get your hands off me! Hey!
Alexander picks up Rotten Tomato and puts him away. One never knows when one will need a rotten tomato. Alexander decides to pick up the hole in the wall.
Oh, it's
a hole in the wall could be a very useful thing.
That's right.
Alexander startled the poor thing.
Aww.
It's run off to hide behind the wallflowers. The wallflowers, overcome with shyness at Alexander's approach, cluster together and cover the hole in the wall. Alexander can't get it.
All right.
Is that lettuce growing in the garden? It looks a little chilled. Why, it must be iceberg lettuce.
Iceberg lettuce.
Excuse me, what land lies beyond?
What land? Chessboard land, you knave.
You
I
knave?
see. And is Chessboard Land part of the land of the Green Isles?
It is the home of the red and white queens,
I like this
rulers of
area.
the Isle of Wonder, fairest of the islands that owe loyalty to the king of the land of the Green Isles. But perhaps not for long.
What do you mean?
What is the purpose of unity with the great king and queen dead? The princess is worth serving, but the feud with the other isles is strong.
I must insist, Your
I
Highness.
like the sound effect.
I shall send a lump of coal to the Vizier and the Princess as a present for their wedding, and that's the end of it.
And I suppose you'll leave me with only this stupid spoiled egg to send, Your Highness. I want to impress the new king and queen of the realm as much as you do. As queen of this island, I have every right to that lump of coal.
Who isn't queen of this isle? The lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore, I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's
coal.
nothing wrong with that spoiled egg.
They're arguing about a lump
Though
of coal
delightfully spoiled, is
and a
not
spoiled
nearly
egg.
so valuable as the lump of coal, and you know it. Your Highness always got to carry the singing stone. It's not fair that you get the coal, too.
That doesn't count. The singing stone was stolen by that horrid beast. I should get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen.
It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the Isle of Wonder treasury. Your Highness always thinks that everything is hers.
Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle an argument for us?
Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg? Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, Your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
I'm sorry, Your Majesties. I'm partial to both red and white, but I'm afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem. One of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
What a ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence.
Harsh, man.
The lump of coal goes much better with my gown anyway. Black and red are imperial colors.
That's the silliest thing I ever heard. Red does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
Not sure how I feel about them.
Alexander
But
picks
alright.
up the Red Queen's scarf.
Alright, so... Stealing your scarf. Oh, it ran right back under there.
Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
Yes! I like that. I almost want to hear that again. Alright, so we've got the iceberg lettuce and a
Alexander
very
pulls out
unhappy
his
tomato.
magic map.
Let's go
Alexander
back
feels
here.
a strange pulling sensation.
Because this is where we had the boiling water. Oh! Hello.
Hello, friend. Aren't you an odd-looking little fellow?
I'm not odd-looking, you are.
Yeah, that's rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you
Walk
could
up and
speak.
tell someone they're odd looking.
Funny is, speech I am and nothing but.
Oh.
You speak strangely, friend.
Strange, my speech is not. Eloquence I speak with.
But who are you? And why are you here?
Away I fly my home from.
He's
Lost I am therefore.
dangling.
Has my name too? Can you guess not? It's what I do this branch with, and the way I speak of.
Yeah. He's a dangling. Here.
Alexander holds the sentence out to the creature.
This sentence seems in need of an ending. Perhaps you could finish it?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Know what I do? Where are you going to? Like you I do. Go I with you?
Like you, I do. He's kind of cute in a weird way. Oh, he really does like Alexander.
Well, that was certainly interesting. It looks like Alexander now has a passenger.
He has a friend. Right.
Hoping to cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in a head of iceberg lettuce.
Oh, look at the
Pond's
cute little bunny.
water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot, but bearable. Alexander decides to brave the steaming pond.
Burn his ankles off.
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, 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 ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater. Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree.
Nice. Okay. Let's save because this is the Sierra game.
As Alexander continues down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
Sure. Yeah, Genie, I saw that.
Alexander picks up the brick.
I'm not going in there. This is probably my favorite Sierra game.
You aren't going to listen to me, are you? Well, we'll just see about that.
That's odd. The gardener just disappeared.
Vanished. But yeah, if you guys have a favorite Sierra game or a favorite point and click game, let me know. I haven't played a ton of point and click adventures, but I really do like them a lot.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Because we have a passenger.
Are you there, most venerable bookworm?
Venerable.
Do you have anything interesting yet?
Yes. Yes.
A regular abnormality?
Let me see what I have.
Yeah, here.
I found this little fellow lost on another island.
Coming home I am too.
There you are, you naughty boy. I told you not to leave the island.
Glad I am seeing you too.
A most solemn celebration.
So, you found my dangling participle. I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
Well, then none of these will do. They've been sitting in the sun far too long and must be well cooked by now. This one is far more rare. A delicious little tidbit.
Thanks.
Right. So, we now have a rare book. I don't know that we need this again right now. Maybe. Okay. So, let's go.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Let me think. We've got the book that we can turn in. Let's go back to
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
And I want to say there was something with this.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground. The mechanical nightingale sings a
get
sweet,
the bird's
tinny
trust.
tune. The real nightingale in the
I think
tree
that's Cassima's
cocks her
bird.
head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
Right. I like that little bird. Uh-oh, what's this?
Alexander doesn't remember that sign being on the wall before.
Yeah, I don't
He
either.
decides to take a closer look. It's a proclamation. It reads, "Citizens rejoice," announcing the royal wedding and coronation of Wazir Abdul al-Hazred and Princess Cassima.
No.
For reasons of security, the wedding will not be open to the public. Long live the new king and queen of the land of the Green Isles.
No.
Alexander feels his stomach turn at the thought of the dread event. If he doesn't do something soon, Cassima will be another man's wife.
Oh, he's a weasel.
Hello. I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
Hold on one second.
Your candy dish is empty.
I am sorry, sir, but I have no more mints. Somebody has eaten them all.
Well,
Probably
get
him.
some more then.
I fear that is impossible.
The drunk
Without
genie.
the fairy, I can no longer get imports from the other islands, and we do not grow mint extract on the Isle of the Crown.
Oh, I hate not getting what I want.
Throwing a temper tantrum. Right.
Why would Alexander...
No, I don't want that. Can you give me this?
I found this large pearl. Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
Yay.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
So we got that bat, and he said I could trade
Would you
this
mind
bat.
if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please choose something in exchange for the items on the counter.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Cool.
I'll take the flute.
Why
the
not?
flute? Very good, Prince Alex. May its music always be sweet. Feel free to trade it back at any time.
Thank you.
Okay. So we've got our ring.
Good day again. How may I help you?
No, he's gone. Shit. Let's try this again.
You aren't gonna
No, I'm not gonna listen to you.
That's odd.
I was wanting to get my ring to
Alexander.
show him who I was. I don't know if I need it, but we're gonna try this one more time.
Alexander.
I'm gonna kind of cut off the dialogue.
Do you...
Yes, I have this dude.
I found...
There!
A most solemn celebration!
Yes, sir.
Well...
Cool.
This...
Okay, so we've got that. Was that all we did? I think so, because I got the book and okay.
Alexander
Let's
pulls
go.
out his magic.
Go
Alexander
back
feels
here. And let's save this as 2. Okay, let's get the bird's trust again.
Alex.
Okay, can't skip that part.
The mechanical nightingale. The nightingale flies to a low.
Okay, so we have the bird's trust. A little bit. Let's read this again.
It's a Alexander.
Oh, cool. I didn't know I could click on it again. Weasel. There's no mint, so Genie's throwing a temper tantrum. No.
Why would
No, I don't want to put the brick on the pearl.
if Alex?
I want my ring back.
Oh, I'm good.
And I want to trade
Would you
this. I don't know that I need to, but I'm going to.
Alexander.
For the flute. That's what I did last
you.
time. Let's go see if that guy's still there.
Alexander.
Please be there. Please be there. Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
Okay.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Excuse me again.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
What
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
I'm sorry to insist, but my name is Alexander of Daventry, and...
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken.
Wait,
Daventry?
what? No.
Where have I heard of Daventry?
I wasn't proposing.
Mice. You must be Prince Alexander. Cassima told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
Why, by a ship, now wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cassima?
But not a hair out of place.
She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak. I'm afraid she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent.
Where is she now?
The princess is
held
sequestered in
captive
mourning.
by a creepy wizard.
It's a rather dated tradition, and not
Comes home
required,
to find out her parents are
the
dead.
wazir says she insisted out of respect.
I
And
see.
has a weasel trying to
You've
marry
yet
her.
to say who you are, and how you know the princess.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is Charlo. I am clown to the royal court, and
Oh, he's
have
the
been since the
jester.
marriage of
Look at his
Cassima's
shoes.
parents, King Caliphim and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love. And Cassima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the wazir or his plans for Cassima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cassima's pet nightingale. I might be able to send the princess a message. As it is, I must wait for the end of her seclusion.
What can you tell me about the wazir?
The wazir? Now there's a dangerous subject. His name is Abdul al-Hazred. He came to the kingdom 15 years ago. The king was fascinated by his knowledge and his fine-sounding ideas. It didn't take long for al-Hazred to convince the king to trust him with the minor problems of daily government. You see, Caliphim had a wife and a new daughter he wanted to spend time with. Al-Hazred became wazir.
And now?
Well, he's had his eye on Cassima ever since she was a young girl. And she is the only thing between him and the throne.
Do you think he means to harm her?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I think he'd rather keep her as wife. But whatever his plans for the princess, he will use her to his best advantage. That's his way.
Perhaps he has charmed her. Perhaps she cares for him now.
The wazir is capable of anything. And Cassima must be vulnerable and lonely right now. Still, she has always instinctively distrusted him. Cassima has a good head on her shoulders.
She's a smart girl.
I'd be surprised if she's truly fallen for his words of love.
Though he is really
now
creepy.
I must return to the castle. Look, I don't want to arouse suspicion. I'll try to meet you here again later.
Thank you for the information, Jallo. Be very careful.
I'm so glad I went back and got my ring in time to see him. I have your book.
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days. I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic. Here is the spell book you wanted, and a fair trade it is, I must say. Enjoy it.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spellcasting truly is.
That's right. King's Quest 3.
Alexander holds out his insignia ring to the nightingale, hoping she perhaps is the nightingale that Jalo spoke of, and that she might be able to take the ring to Cassima. The ring is the one thing he has that might alert Cassima to his presence on the Isles. The nightingale swoops down and grabs the ring. She flies off towards the castle, perhaps to Cassima.
Great.
Sing, sing. What have you got in your mouth, my pretty? A gold ring? Sing, sing. Where did you get this? Realm of Daventry. But this is Alexander's ring. Oh, my soul. He must be here. Sing, sing. I wish you could tell me what you've seen. Is he really here, then? On this very island?
Music.
Oh, if only I could leave this castle as easily as you. Take this ribbon, Sing Sing. If you know where he is, return it to him. Please be careful, Alexander. It is so dangerous, and yet I could not wish you away.
Well, the Vizier and the Genie now know that I'm in contact with Cassima, I guess.
The little bird makes a delivery.
Thank you, Sing Sing.
It's a red velvet hair ribbon. Could it be? Could it possibly belong to Cassima herself?
Or am I merely wishing it were so? Oh.
The lady's hair ribbon is made of the finest red velvet. A long strand of black hair is caught in the ribbon. Alexander examines the red ribbon and finds a strand of long black hair.
Nice.
The strand of hair from the red ribbon is the color of midnight. Alexander can only hope that it belongs to his true love.
Hope that it's her hair. Nice. So that's going to be it for me tonight. I was hoping to keep these between 30 minutes to an hour. So thank you very much for tuning in and joining me. I plan on doing a part 3 very soon. I love this game. This is my favorite Sierra game. But yeah, if you guys have a favorite King's Quest or a favorite Sierra game, let me know. And if you guys have a favorite point-and-click adventure, also let me know, because I'm always interested in point-and-click adventures. They're very cool. So, but yeah, as always, I hope you guys take care, and hope you have a really good week. And if you don't mind, if you liked the video, if you could like and possibly subscribe, I would appreciate it. That's always greatly appreciated. And I will catch you guys next time. Have a good evening. Bye.